Some of the lowest vaccination rates are in northern Saskatchewan. Now, a well-known Métis leader was advocating for others to get their shots, but was too scared to do it himself. Leonard Montgrand is the executive director of the Laloche Friendship Centre and a minister with Métis Nation-Saskatchewan. He joins me now. Thanks for being here.
No problem. You're welcome.
So why
Thanks
were
for
you,
inviting me.
you're welcome. Why were you scared to get vaccinated?
Well, it's the unknown, right? We don't know what's in the needle. We hear so many stories and rumors out on the internet in regards to it being safe or not being safe. And I think the fear of the unknown is more than anything. And I think a lot of misinformation is put out there. We assume that COVID was in the vaccination shot. In actuality, it wasn't. It was an immune booster.
As a community leader, you've been at the forefront of putting safety measures in place. You've been advocating for vaccines. So how did you reconcile your secret that you weren't actually vaccinated?
I wouldn't push the subject. I wouldn't talk about it. I diverted when it came up about vaccinations and that. And I had a lot of my friends telling me steady that, go get vaccinated. And I'd say, yeah, I'm going to. I'm going tomorrow or I'm going the next day. And I kept putting it off, putting it off.
So what happened that convinced you to go get it?
Well, our chairperson here at the Friendship Center, Ken Roth, and also a good friend of mine, he was heading south to his vacation in Alberta, and he phoned me from Saskatoon on a Tuesday night, I think, and he said, I don't feel good. He said, I'm really coughing lots. I said, well, maybe go to the doctors and get it checked and make sure it's not COVID. But he's stubborn. He's a very stubborn person. He's very, very strong person. So he decided to move onward. So he did. He went to Calgary. They were set up at an RV park there, and he was getting sicker, and he was having a hard time breathing. And finally, his family, he was still so stubborn, he wouldn't go to the hospital. They had to phone an ambulance to come and get him. And when they got him, he was at the University of Alberta Hospital, I think, in Calgary. And he phoned me and said, hey, bro, he said, I think you better go get vaccinated. And I said, why? What's going on? He said, I can barely breathe. And I said, are you serious? And he said, yeah. And he said, they're going to intubate me here in about 10 minutes. And all the communications have to go through my daughter, Kendra, from now on. He said, yeah, this is no joke, Leonard. Go get your shot. This is serious stuff. He said, nobody should have to go through this. That was all he said to me. That's been 90 days ago since I've had that conversation. And today, he's finally getting better.
So you had this anxiety about getting the shot. You've since got vaccinated. What happened when you got vaccinated?
Well, the first time I went was the exhibition center, and I didn't want to get it done in Laloche because I was scared, because there was all these, like, what if I had to go to the hospital and at the emergency ward and so forth and so forth. And that was quite scary for me. But my wife came with me to the exhibition center. I kind of, I had 1,000 questions. So I was really nervous, but I seen a little old lady in a wheelchair there with an oxygen tank. And I thought, oh my God, if this woman can do this, well, surely the hell I can do it myself. So it took me a while. It took a lot of, the 15-minute wait was the longest 15 minutes in my life. To be honest, it was crazy. I sat there and there was a room full of people, and then much ado about nothing. At the end of the day, I had a sore arm, and that was pretty well it. And since then I've had my other shots. So, and I tell everybody, before I was an anti-vaxxer. I didn't believe in the vaccination. I didn't believe that it was safe. I didn't believe I had so many questions, more questions than answers. So now, now I encourage everyone to get vaccinated.
Leonard, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, and I hope your friend continues to get better.
He definitely will, and we'll talk to him once he gets out of the hospital.
Absolutely. Leonard Montgrand is the post-secondary education lead for Métis Nation-Saskatchewan.